Lena had always found her family's vacation home unsettling. Nestled at the edge of a dense, whispering forest, it was far too quiet, far too isolated. But when winter break arrived, her parents insisted it was the perfect escape from city life. This time, however, they had left her alone for the night, attending a dinner party in town. The snowstorm outside battered the windows. Lena curled up on the couch, engrossed in her favorite true crime series. The old wooden house creaked and groaned, but she had grown used to its eerie noises. Then, at 9:30 p.m., something unusual happened. Pausing her show to grab a snack, she returned to the living room and noticed the back door slightly ajar. A frown creased her forehead. She distinctly remembered locking it. Brushing it off as a draft, she secured the deadbolt and returned to her couch. But as she settled in, something outside caught her eye. Through the frost-covered window beyond the swirling snow, she swore she saw movement among the trees. Her pulse quickened, but she forced a laugh. "Just the wind," she whispered to herself. An hour later, a loud thump from the hallway jolted her awake. Her phone slipped from her grasp as she sat up, heart hammering against her ribs. The sound had come from the front door. Slowly, she tiptoed over and peeked through the peephole. Nothing. Only the wind howling through the empty porch. Relieved but wary, she double-checked the lock before heading back. Then she saw it. Wet footprints trailing from the back door toward the basement stairs. Her breath hitched. The basement was always locked. Her father kept old tools and hunting equipment down there. No one should have access. Yet the footprints disappeared into the darkness below. Then, from the depths of the basement, a faint shuffling sound rose. Her phone vibrated in her hand. An unknown number. She hesitated before reading the message. "Get out, now." Her stomach twisted in terror. She turned toward the stairs, ready to bolt to her room and barricade herself. But as she reached the first step, she froze. A figure stood at the top of the staircase, tall, skeletal, dressed in ragged clothes dusted with snow. Hollow eyes stared at her, a grotesque grin stretching across his pale face. Lena screamed, stumbling backward. She blinked, and he was gone. The house groaned as the lights flickered. Panic surged through her veins as she rushed into her room, slamming the door shut and shoving a chair under the knob. Trembling, she gripped her phone, trying to call 911. No signal. Another message flashed on her screen. "Check the closet." Her breath hitched. She turned her head toward the closet door. It was slightly open. A crack of suffocating darkness lay beyond. Tears burned her eyes. She had two choices: run or confront whatever horror awaited her. Summoning every ounce of courage, she crept toward the closet and yanked it open. Empty. Relief crashed over her until the chair barricading the door slowly scraped against the wooden floor. She spun around. The door creaked open on its own, revealing the pitch-black hallway. Then, behind her, soft, raspy breathing. A cold hand touched her shoulder, a whisper barely audible. "I told you to leave." The next morning, Lena's parents returned. The house was undisturbed. No sign of a struggle, no trace of their daughter, except for a message scrawled in frost on the living room window. "Don't come back."